Now, you've seen the daily quests and the weekly quests, and this is what a quest map looks like after the semester's over, with everything green if the students had actually completed it. But I haven't shown you the design challenges, and this is something new. It's an experiment. It's incomplete. It's a work in progress, and the students and I are kind of figuring out how to make this work. And so we're working together in order to refine these ideas. Some of these are virtually devoid of content, of instruction, and the kids and I verbally, confirm what they need to do, because I just don't have the time to finish up all of these things right now. This is something I'll be working on the rest of the year. Let me give you an example. FineLine right here is a generative app that one of my students wrote that creates some really cool vector imagery that we can then move through Illustrator and Photoshop in order to create some interesting results. And again, this is a different generative app and yet another generative app that my students have written that we're learning some skills in Illustrator and Photoshop with. It's a great jump starter. But what I want to get to is this quest has links, has starter file, has lots of videos that help students understand what it is that I'm trying to get them to understand, links to some of my examples that I've posted, and then, a little sample of what I'm looking for. This is just simple. I don't want any text. I just want your images. You can write about what you did in the digital portfolio entry, but for these quests, I just want to see the images. What does this look like? And yeah, this was created with a click of a button. It was enhanced with a lot more steps involved, but it's a pretty cool little app. So you complete the quest and you get your loot, but then you hit the bonus stage. Now the bonus stage, if you remember the accordion when you're entering quests, it's the one down at the bottom. And you can set up a repeatable bonus that kids can go back to again and again for deeper understanding, for more iteration, for whatever you want to use it for. And you can cap it. 1 time, 10 times, whatever you want. And out here, if you remember, there's these little bars, which shows how many times, or 0 times, that a quest has been completed. Okay, the bonus stage, the bonus stage, it turns yellow, it's yellow, it's available, it's green, you've completed it, but then you have bonus stages and how many times have you gone through and completed the bonus stage. Now, let's go back forward to FineLine again. And in the bonus, to get to the loot, there's a password field. And there's a warning that says, hey, requires my approval, and there's a huge penalty if you cheat. And then I actually give them the password right there. And the password is this sentence without punctuation or spaces. And wouldn't you know it? Not a single kid has cheated, because that's just too punishing. As I point to the screen and you can't see my finger. So then at the end of their bonus stage, hey, what did you do? And this, this is weak. This is weak. What, 1? Are you kidding me? So I would send them back, do it again. But when they produce something that's acceptable, then I say, okay, take 30 gold. And they automatically get the 100 XP along with it. So that would be one of their 10 times, and they have to unlock it with that password. They can't get to the loot without this password and say, I want to cheat, I need loot, I need health. Come on, I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to paste that in and click submit and claim this. Scotch will never know. Yeah, I will, because generating, when you buy this, I get an email which says, hey, little Billy just bought 90 gold for doing a good job on that bonus challenge. Well, I happen to know little Billy didn't talk to me. So bad things happen. The kids understand that. And this has worked like a charm so far. But again, this whole page, these design challenges are a work in progress, and I'm still figuring out how to make these work effectively. The best advice I can give you is experiment and take the kids into the experiment with you. Make it a joint project together. If you wait until you're ready, it's never going to roll out quick enough. So you got to take chances and know that some things aren't going to work. And that's okay. You learn from it. I can't tell you how many times I crash and burn and how many things I learn because of it. And how many new features we have because Mick and I continue to test these things in our own classroom and go, oh, what if it did this? And our user base, you guys, suggesting new features. God, we love that. Don't ever hold back. If you have a great idea, share it. Say, hey, what if it did this? And sometimes it takes a while to implement whatever it is you're asking. And sometimes it just may not work. And, we'll discuss it. Okay, but we're open to suggestions and we really want your feedback because this has grown because of our user base, the functionality inside Game On, because of the ingenuity and imagination and the innovative spirit that those of you who are using Game On have. All right, enough rambling. Design challenges and the big experiment with bonus loot.